Hey, what's up guys? Lord Hezin here, back with another video. And in my kind of life situation, in my life, I've made it a rule that if I'm spending on tech, I have to get the maximum value of that money from that piece of tech. Okay? And in my day-to-day life activities, just my normal routine and me being Lord Hezin reviewing tech on YouTube, more often than not, people approach me, especially in school, uni, people approach me and ask, I've got this and this amount of cash, what's the best Bluetooth speaker that this amount of cash can buy? Okay, so enter this. This here is the Havit M16 speaker. So what has been my experience living with such a speaker? Number one, I like what Havit have done with the design and form factor of the speaker. Number one, it's pretty small, like it should be, okay? Because half the time, or normally, a portable, okay, the whole reason of a Bluetooth speaker being portable is for you to be able to shove it in your bag and go with it anywhere you want to go, okay? Go, set up, power it on, pair to it and just play some tunes. Every aesthetic design factor that has gone into this speaker has been aimed at that. Looking at the power buttons on top here, I like how tactile they are. Like pressing it does something. Okay, you're not going to press it and press it again for it to do something. Just one press, just one tap of the button, and whatever function you want, whether it's adding volume or decreasing volume, it's executed. I also like the factor that Havit did separate the volume buttons from the skip buttons. Okay, on other speakers, mostly the ones I've used, the ones that I've experienced, the skip tracks buttons and the volume buttons are usually just put as one, so you have to tap and hold to skip a track and just press intermittently to add volume. On here it's different, and that's a plus. On sound quality, okay, just recently I was out on a road trip and we stopped for a picnic with a bunch of friends, and I whipped this out and we started playing some tunes on here, and it handled itself pretty much decently, to say the least. Okay, sound quality of the Havit M16 outdoors literally blew my mind. Look at it this way, I had expected it to struggle or not be heard clearly, especially since we're outdoors. We've got all this ambient noise, all this wind, all these animal sounds around, cars, people talking, but in that environment you could still hear the speaker pretty well. To some extent, even feel the buzz from that speaker. And that brings me on to the main selling factor of the M16, how Havit are really pushing the design language, the design aesthetic, the design genius they used to develop this diaphragm. Okay, so we've got two diaphragms, one on both ends of the device, okay, of the Bluetooth speaker, and just giving credit to its due, the bars coming from here is pretty decent for such a small form factor with a 10 watts power output, and it's impressive. I also like how this chrome Havit badge has been placed here, and it kind of gives it this aesthetic, like this vibration aesthetic. You kind of see it vibrate, and I don't know, something about just seeing that quick vibration just makes you feel or think that this here device is producing much more buzz than what it actually is. I'm not saying it has bad buzz. The high ends and low ends on here are fantastic. The speaker handles those high ends pretty well. I literally don't understand why Havit had to put a warning on the packaging warning us not to play the speaker at high volumes for a really long time. So enough of me talking on and on about how this speaker sounds really good. Let's have a listen. So there you go, guys. You have heard for yourself how the Havit M16 sounds. That 10 watt power output. Hopefully the mic picked it up and you heard it, you felt it. And for 4,000 bob, I don't see where you can go wrong spending 4,000 bob on the Havit M16. I don't see or feel where you're gonna regret spending that much money on this. I actually have the Sony SRS XB22. Terrible name, I get it, but that speaker cost me 12,000 bob, say $120, and this here is kind of giving it a run for its money. Look, by the way, if you guys want to see the review of the Sony SRS XB22 Bluetooth speaker, leave a comment down below and I'm going to review it for you guys. But I digress. That their speaker from Sony is kind of getting chased by this. This here gives that speaker a run for its money, and they've got borderline specs, so I should say, but I'm going to leave that for another video where I might actually compare both speakers and see where the real value is, if you should go and spend 12,000 bob on the XB22 or just spend 4,000 bob on the Havit M16. So just before we also wrap up the video, another question you might have is, what about the battery life? Now, Havit do boast 12 to 14 hours of battery life depending on how high the volume is, and they actually suggest for you to get those 14 hours, those 12 to 14 hours out of the speaker itself, you should play it on medium volume. Okay, I can actually report I did get close to those hours. If anything, there's times when my phone ran out of juice before this here ran out of juice, and it's really interesting. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video to this point. Link to the Havit M16 in the description below. I got this from Joe's Gadget Garage, Kenya. I'll leave a link to his Instagram page and his shop down below. Share this video with your friends, like this video, subscribe.